mindset. I am Dr. Nana Aisha Akezi. You know, if we all sit and continue to watch the situation in Nigeria and do nothing about it in our own little way, we can be sure that in the next several years to come, Nigeria, like many years past, Nigeria may still be in same spot or worse. That evidently I can say, because when I was in school, I take a Edo line to Zaria. Sometimes I take a Edo line through those local Jar and Okpila road. But in 2018, when I went to Nigeria, the roads have completely gone south. Very bad. Therefore, the question is this sustainable? The situation we are seeing in Nigeria now, is it sustainable? If so, for how long? How much more can we, the people, endure? Are we just going to sit down and criticize and do nothing? Or try to fix the problems? I decided to start to do this program because it really hurts me. It was really hurting me that if we all sit down and watch Nigeria, it's not going to work. So we need to start to contribute in our own little way. So therefore, we either do something about it and change the trajectory, or do nothing and risk possibility of a complete collapse of the system. I'm sure we don't want to do that. Like a bubble, in my opinion, Nigerian system is at the verge of busting. You know, we can just go to any of the stores and buy balloon and begin to blow air in it. The balloon will continue to take the air, but there will be a stage where that balloon will no longer be able to take that air. What would you hear? You hear, what? Balloon will just burst. So we don't want that. I believe with my heart that significant number of Nigerians, home and diaspora, love Nigeria dearly. I love Nigeria. According to my late mom, home is home. Nigeria is our home. So today, we shall continue our series on social contribution and delve into the impact of corporate social responsibility to the community. So that means we are going to be talking to business leaders, business entities. We're just going to be talking to the leaders of business entities. To start with, giving back to the community is good for business. Any business at all. You know, giving back to the community is great. In fact, giving back to the community is part of corporate social responsibility. Now, what is corporate social responsibility? What is corporate social responsibility? Corporate social responsibility is the business approach that enables firms or corporations to deliver economic, social, and environmental benefit to stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders of businesses? Who are those stakeholders of businesses? I'm sure most of us will think that the stakeholders of businesses are the investors. You are right. But the major key stakeholders of any business are the community from which they draw their businesses from. Those are the major stakeholders. This means that as a business entity operating in any community of Nigeria, you are expected to benefit your immediate environment in any way, shape, or form. That is, people living around the business environment should derive at least one benefit from the fact that the business is situated in that locality. Everybody is thinking America is great. An example here in America is that most gas stations, the one we call petrol stations in Nigeria, at least here in New York, They all set up tire pumping machines to serve the neighborhood they are located for free. That means I can just drive into any gas station, any petrol station here in the US, come out of my car and pump my tire, off I go. I don't need to spend money. So they are the one, paying those bills. That way they are impacting the neighborhood somehow. Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, we cannot continue the mindset to take and take. Let us develop the mindset of give to the community, to our neighbors, in our little ways or in our big ways. Just think about it. Take the Nigerian banks as example. A bank, all those many banks, the most valuable stakeholders to them should be the communities in which they operate, not the investors. Just think about it, not the investors alone, the communities. Another instance is a farm. Take for example, say Agbede Farm. Agbede Farm draws its most valuable resources, employees from the Agbede community. Why am I using bank and farm? Just for us to know that it's not only big entities that can give back to the community, even small ones like farms. And I took Agbede Farm not because Agbede Farm is unique. It can be a farm in Ota or Ondo, Ogun, any of those farms. Just give back to your community. It only makes sense if the company provides electricity, because electricity is the major problem we have in Nigeria that everybody is talking and crying about since I was a child till now. If you provide electricity for the immediate environment of that company or that farm, this should in turn impact the community as a whole. Doing that should relieve the community of that electricity burden, bring development and friendlier community for the company to operate and derive customers from. This action, by that action that you do at all, can also lead to promotion of the business through the word of our mouth. Instead of paying thousands of hundreds of naira for advertisement, this company may just feed on the goodwill of the happy community. We can all agree that promotion of businesses, the essence of promotion of businesses, should result to more sales for the company, and more sales will increase profitability for the organization. In reality, giving back to the community through social responsibility by corporations help to strengthen businesses. Such businesses do not need to worry about hostile environments. Just think about the south of Nigeria. The south side of Nigeria and the hostility to business corporations. Have we all wondered why the problem is persistent? The problem is persistent because the organizations, they are actually neglecting their key stakeholders. Their key stakeholders are the communities. They just feel that they have paid whatever they need to pay to the government, therefore they have done it. No! They need to also think about the communities. They need to do things for the communities. Now, one would think that given the positive outcome of corporate social responsibility, that many companies will dive at the opportunity. Yet, that is not the case with most Nigerian companies. That is not the case. I watched a program where one of the richest men in Africa, an industrialist, who is a son of Nigeria, said, if only Nigerian government can provide electricity, Nigeria will thrive. Really? This is laughable. How can such a rich man, an industrialist, who is from Nigeria, think and have that mindset that the government is the only solution to Nigerian problem of electricity? No! In that same interview, he agreed that African GDP growth rate is about 2.5% on a yearly basis with growth. Can you imagine? That is bigly. He admitted that doing business in Africa has been very lucrative and profitable. Well, this is the essence of this program. To appeal to such mind, such business mongoose, that they should not only, concentrate on things that will profit them. He needs to remember that part of a business is that corporate social responsibility. He can provide electricity for his community without counting the cost. For him to say that Nigerian government should be the one to provide electricity is laughable. Such a no-name, an industrialist who constantly advertise on CNN. We have that mindset that Nigerian government is the solution to electricity problems in Nigeria. That is truly laughable. So I'm appealing to those type of businessmen in Nigeria who are even from Nigeria to have a change of mindset, to begin to provide amenities, basic amenities like electricity, like water for the communities which they have their businesses in. By saying that, he meant that government should be the one to solve all electricity problems in Nigeria, including for his businesses and their communities. Really, that is not right. In contrast, why do you think America is great? It's because of the people of America, the mindset that we all have here, now that I'm here. The mindset of the Americans. At least we all see what is happening now. It's not the government alone that does things for people. The people of America come out to help. There's an industrialist here, an American businessman. He recently donated 1.8 billion to his alma mater, Michael Bloomberg. That's his name. He recently donated $1.8 billion to his alma mater. This charitable donation is to help low-income and moderate-income students and to attend schools without worries for the family about cost. This is what is called social contribution at its best. Nigerians, we need to copy good things. We need to start to do good things. We need to copy good things. In the same light, another money bag here in the US recently spoke at a graduation ceremony where he paid off all graduating student loans amounting to millions of dollars. Why? Because he's able to. And we have several billionaires in Nigerians. We need to start to copy good things. Let us have the mindset. What can be better? Helping without counting the costs. Don't count the cost of what you will gain. Just help. Nigerians, Nigerian leaders, Nigerian people, let us copy good things and replicate it in our country. Again, my intention is to appeal to the conscience of all Nigerians, particularly the rich and affluent, through this program to change. Let us change our mindset and do something to bring back hope to the communities without counting the costs. This will bring back hope. The youths are losing hope. Recently, my friend Austin in Canada sent me a video where one of the billionaires in Nigeria took a mic and started to preach on the streets. Wow, that is laughable. We don't need more of those preaching. All we need is social contribution action. We need them to continue to start to contribute to the society. Are you now telling me that people have not heard enough of? We already have so many people who are preaching. We don't need more billionaires going into the arena of preaching. All we need, let us see God through you. Let us see God through you. You need to provide for the communities. God has blessed you. You have several businesses. All we need to do as billionaires that are in Nigeria, all the leaders, all the billionaires, start to impact your community. The basic amenities, provide electricity, provide water, provide town halls, recreation centers. The youth need to be engaged. When they are not engaged, then they will start to do other, bad things. I'm appealing to these big men in Nigeria, all these billionaires. Stop the preaching. Do the action. Start to provide for the community. We don't need more people carrying mic all over the place and be preaching God. People already know God. People know God in Nigeria. If we want to think about where God is in Nigeria already. They know it. So what we need now is help. People need hope. Somebody who is hungry. Then you come and start preaching and you are a billionaire. It doesn't make sense. That does not befit the status of all these many big men in Nigeria. Please don't go into the business of preaching. Start to provide amenities for people. That's what they need. We're already having so many people flying jets all over the place. We don't need more of that. We need social contribution. Let us give back. Let us give back. Let us give hope to people. The question is, why are we not doing this? Why? Why are they not doing it? Why don't it all start with the mindset? The mindset of leaders, the followers, and all Nigerians. This includes company leadership, leaders and followers who already have the mindset of take, and take. We find it difficult to develop the mindset to give. Most leaders of Nigerian companies consider it a waste. Can you imagine? They consider it a waste to give back to communities where they draw their businesses and profit. That is so wrong. We need to give back. Instead, they resort to using some forms of coercive measures to circumvent that responsibility in order to benefit themselves and their families. Even when they have seventh generation, the money enough, they will still continue to collect. Let us start to give back. That collection is enough. Let us just start to give back. Today, through this program, I charge all Nigerian business leaders to try giving back to their communities and watch the results and turn around. For 2 years, just for 2 years, you have been thinking for many years, start to give back. Let's be consistent for 2 years and see the result. Provide your community something of value. Let the community feel the presence of your organization and see what happens. Nigeria corporate leaders, it is time for you to think and move towards the direction of corporate social responsibility. Can you imagine if Bill Gates will stand on the street in America and carry a microphone and start to preach God? He's not going to do that. What he does best is to give back. He even come to Nigeria or Africa, everywhere, to give. That's what you should be doing. You should not be preaching on the street. You should not be doing that. You should go and impact your communities. People already know God. Let any of these billionaires go into the business of preaching. That doesn't make sense. It's laughable. Let us do something different. Do something different. Stop waiting on Nigerian government to provide basic amenities for your communities. God has already blessed you, so you can do it for others. I'm talking to all Nigerian leaders. Please, let us start to have the mindset to give. Let your community feel your presence. If one business does it in Benin, another replicates it in Delta, another in Kano, another in Ondo, Nigeria will be vibrant again. Thank you for joining me on this week's episode of Nigeria Mindset. Be sure to join me next week for another edition. My website remains standingbyyourdream.com. Bye-bye.
Get a lot, God the way. And I don't pay my rent, God the way. There be one for my hand, but God the way. There be one keep my joy, but God the way. I say anything them do not God the way. No, not God the way. No, not God the way, no. Anything them do not God the way. No, not God the way. No, not God the way, no. I don't change my name.